What is this?
What is this?
What is this?
What is this?
What is this? What is this? What is this?
What is this?
What is this?
What is this?
What is this?
What is this?
What is this?
What is this?
What is this?
Welcome to What is this podcast? My name is Pepper 5.
I'm Victor.
Okay. This is episode
19.
Right. Episode 19, season 2, episode 4.
Yeah.
So what do we have today?
As today
Break it down.
on the docket, we have a lot to discuss.
Yeah.
For example, we are going to be delving into the Decimator album by Decimal Records.
Bonge la album. Bonge.
And also talk about award ceremonies. Speaking of which, the Grammys happened this past weekend. What did you think?
I think, first of all, I never knew there were ties.
Yeah,
That was one thing that stood out.
that was also surprising to me.
Another thing is, like, people should be more open-minded because just like anything else, kuna politics involved with this, all this.
But I think the Grammys are the most political musical award shows ever.
Because it's the biggest,
Yeah,
so it's most politics.
yeah. Because let me not even lie. As a music fan, I was angry that Cardi B won Rap Album of the Year.
Too bad for you.
I mean, but I understand why she did. I understand why she did.
Okay,
because
but funny thing, fun fact to note, I was looking at Obama's best list 2018, and the guy had actually predicted
okay,
like 4 songs on his best list won the Grammy.
okay, yeah.
So
The
that
artist
guy
won the Grammys.
Yeah, the artist won the Grammys for the work that he had put out as being best.
And also, the yearly thing he
So,
does where he drops his top songs, of the
movies,
year.
songs, everything, books.
And even in the category where Africa gets some shine is the World Music Album. And this year the winner was Freedom, the Soweto Gospel Choir. Among
Funny thing, I never saw that category.
those are the many categories that are there, because the Grammys has like, that's why you'll find somebody tells you I'm a Grammy winning artist or writer, and all they did was work on, just for example,
I mean, even if I put a drum or a snare, I'm still a Grammy award
you're credited,
winning.
yeah. So for example, like Young Thug, he won a Grammy. And all he did was put ad-libs on This Is America, which won Record of the Year. And with that came a multitude of Grammys, like Quavo, Blockboy JB has a Grammy. All the engineers who
Before
worked on that. Sadly enough. But now,
did you see Pusha T's face when Drake won the Grammy?
but yeah, I mean, and people now say that was back to what Drake said when they were feuding, when he said his demise will be televised. So and I think Drake went up there and started like not talking bad, but criticizing the Grammys at the Grammy stage.
Did Kanye win any Grammy this time?
Nah. The category which he was nominated for, which was Producer of the Year, non-classical, was won by Pharrell Williams. Well, because of his work in Sweden.
So he still has 21 Grammys.
21 Grammys. Still,
And Jay-Z has more now.
yeah,
He used to
after
have
Ape Shit.
21, now he has more.
Shit. What's that album called? The Cutters.
The Cutters.
I don't even know how it won, but anyway, that's a story for another day.
Can you say that this one won fairly and squarely? What can you say that this actually won? I will support this because you like politicizing
in the popular categories.
Yeah,
I would
Lady
say-
Gaga. I have never heard of that song.
Oh, but that was a big song because it was part of this. I don't know I've forgotten the name of the movie, but it was part of a movie, which meaning it was part of the soundtrack.
Probably I'm not within that bubble.
I'm also not. I just saw.
So I was like, Lady Gaga.
Yeah,
she still makes songs.
Yeah, she does, but I think her wilding days are over because she's from the crop of artists who are dominating on radio, and now that radio is slowly being phased out by streaming, she needs to readjust, and that's why such artists are coming back with the soundtracks and songs that are in movies and such things. You see, for me, in the popular categories, I would say God's Plan. I wasn't mad at that, really. That was a big song. Okay. So now that story of award shows brings us to
Kenyan award shows.
Yeah, which
I think the most popular one is Groove. Is it sponsored by Safaricom? Nakwanga ya nani?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's Safaricom.
Okay, it's Safaricom being a really big telecommunications company. Groove is the biggest, and it's actually gospel, right?
Yeah. But over the years there have been very many awards, some which were very popular, others which were not. For example, Chaguo Latini.
Yeah, that's the one I had in mind.
Promising, and now all of a sudden, was it by the Insider?
Yeah, it was by the Insider.
Damn.
So
and
apparently,
Insider died.
I got the insight of what really happened. The Kenyan corruption and all that. So Insider had this group of people who are within it that was slowly stealing over the years. Because the thing died in 2012. That was the last.
Yeah.
I don't know if Insider is still being produced.
Not
the
to my
magazine.
Knowledge. Not to my knowledge.
Okay, so apparently this guy stole like at least 30 million. 30 million.
Damn, of the company's money.
Ikaangushwa tu hivyo. That's why the show doesn't continue. But I remember like that was really huge.
Yeah.
If you win that, I remember Camp Mula winning it in 2012. I mean 2011. Yeah.
But that was among the last Chaguo Latinis.
Yeah. That was really a prestigious award. It was like a Grammy here in Kenya.
But Chaguo Latinis gave us like one of the biggest moments for me, at least when I was a child. Prezo.
Yeah, I know.
From Wilson to Carnival in a chopper. That's swag. That's the king right there.
But Prezo is a gimmick.
Really?
Sad to say.
How so?
I'll tell you that off the podcast. Staki, I don't want him to send his goons.
Okay, so I understand. I kind of know what you're saying, but I'd like to hear more of that. So the Groove Awards, I think, as of now, is the most popular award.
Do people get paid? Because me, I don't want to just go receive. I'm sure the Grammys people get paid. 100% sure.
Okay.
The amount is what I don't know now.
But you see, for such big award shows like the Grammys, having even the people who are not Grammy winners, but having Grammy nominated in your bio, in your resume is a big deal. You see, so
a big deal.
A Grammy 2-3 times Grammy nominated. Like for example, before this weekend's win, Drake was 42 times nominated, but he only won thrice. And see those are accolades in that world.
For someone who has more slaps than the Beatles, he's doing really
so
lackluster.
I mean, for such a big awards, they matter. You being called a Grammy award winning nominee. Yeah. But in Kenya, there's not that much. Like, first of all, not many artists get the recognition they deserve, and even when they do, the shows, the awards themselves aren't that prestigious enough where we'll be like, oh, Chaguo Latini's winner. In 2003, 2004. Yeah, like 2003, 2004. Yeah, 2003, 2004, it was a big deal, but now it's really not a big deal. Yeah. Which means,
there's no competition. Yeah, but I think with the awards, they should bring this sense of competition. Like you're trying to beat the best coming rapper, the best upcoming rapper, or the best music video, you see?
Yeah.
Like you're trying to beat your peers in that, like your colleagues in the same arena, you get. But now since there's no, you get very lackluster, very subpar music, you get. And nakuna competition. That's why you get Sauti Sol over and over and over since, I don't know, 2014.
Yeah.
the stars in the country.
But there have been a few new ones. For example, the Pulse Music Video Awards.
What impact have they created?
I wouldn't
Exactly.
say for sure, because I think
Because awards should be prestigious. Like
They should
if
be
I don't want, if I'm not hungry for that award, that award is not as good.
yeah.
You get, yeah.
And even for example, even Mdundo Music Awards.
First of all, Mdundo is the platform itself is thumbs down.
Why?
We'll do a review to it
Okay, just slightly.
because you can't listen to music as you're scrolling.
Okay,
That's number
that's
one.
a problem I also
That's
have with
a
it. That's
huge
the
problem.
biggest problem I have with it.
Huge problem for and then the tag mdundo.com.
Get that shit out of my music.
Who does that?
I want just to listen to the song.
Who does that?
I think they are better now that they only do that, because there was a time they were even putting like the ads, like you just hear a Coca-Cola advertisement in your song, and you're just trying to listen to a
Who's
song.
the owner of Mdundo? But
I don't know.
whoever owns Mdundo, I'm saying.
Please, like, just take a
We'll actually do like a review of all those boom play Mdundo and give them a rating.
Yeah.
Top 5.
the ones that are
Songa,
yeah.
all those.
Okay. There's also
Kisima Awards.
Kisima
What
Awards.
happened to Kisima Awards?
I don't know, but it had become one of those awards that people were looking forward to. But I think with everything in this industry, I mean not in this industry, in this country, you find that people just are in it for their own gain, and so it comes to a point where people are in it for their own interests, and to the detriment of the quality of the product that you're putting out, that being the award show, and to the detriment of the artists who are the ones who giving you the music. So apparently it was started in 1994 and it ended in 2012. Some of these awards need I mean, as an industry, there needs to be an award for people and proper recognition. Maybe we were the guys who will start these awards, but I'm saying
Hopefully. What is this award?
which highlights I mean, and again, I feel like most of these awards are not at the pulse of the culture. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not with the trends. The politicking and the people who win because they have something to gain from winning, and not because they deserve to win. And some of the categories
You mentioned names.
I can mention a name off the top of my mind, but if you are to look at locally, I don't know, but if you can see controversy in, for example, the Grammys, there's a lot of controversy in people who win and people and how they win. Like Drake wasn't there last year. He wasn't nominated. This year that he's nominated, he wins. As in, you can see certain patterns which are quite evident, even to just a casual observer, or maybe people don't notice that. And that fuck the Grammys thing and how people feel about award shows being catered to artists and not to the fans is something that is evident. I mean, is evident. Even in South Africa, people say that the people who win aren't supposed to win. Like,
I mean, there's gonna be that discussion in any kind of award.
But okay,
Trust me.
Let me ask this as pertains to generally music awards.
Yeah.
Do you think it should be the fans deciding, or should it be the gatekeepers in the industry?
That's why there's usually voting. Get so the fans have a vote in it.
Okay.
And then there's now the final panelists. I'm sure there's maybe 12 people, like a grand jury, to decide, okay, there's a popular vote, just like the American voting elections, yeah? So the people vote, like, from the nominees, you get?
Yeah.
But now the final say is from the panelists, you get?
Yeah.
So you can say, like, the fans are not, they don't have a hand to play in any of...
Oh, I'm saying who should have a bigger responsibility is, I think, more so my question. Should it be these people, the producers,
Equally.
the writers, or the fans, the people who listen to who consume the music?
They should have equal responsibilities, because the panelists, as you've said, the producers and the writers are probably maybe Quincy Jones. Let's just say Quincy Jones ako kwa panel ya Grammys. Naona.
Yeah.
So he has experience to judge. Is this quality? Is this good enough to win?
Quincy Jones has been around since the 40s.
Exactly. So you can't just discard his opinion and say it's not bigger than the artist. And I mean, it's not bigger than the fans.
Yeah.
And the fans also, then they have a hand to play, because if they come in masses, they will ensure that they make it known that you're really popular.
Yeah.
You get. That's why I'm saying everyone has an equal role to play in that arena. Yeah.
But okay, so I think all in all, we should, as a whole industry and practitioners in the industry and pundits as we may be, need to be keen on these things and make sure that people get recognition for the work they are doing, because artists really struggle. Like, they really struggle in trying to creating is not easy. As we know, we have to create a podcast each and every week and create content that is appealing to a multitude of people.
Yeah, research topics
and
all that. Like,
you can
produce the show itself.
You can just imagine now, for an artist who has to go to the studio, pay someone to play this
I
instrument.
mean, it's just like any other job.
Yeah,
Trust me.
and so
Just like going and sweeping the floor, going an office job. It's just like any other job.
And it's just like any, and people, and even in jobs there is recognition, and that recognition means something, because people, you actually feel appreciated when you get an award for something that you have done, you know. So is that all we have to say? I
mean, for awards, we can put it down that way. So we go to our next topic, which is music videos. So, well, first of all, I think I was having, let me give you an experience. I was having discussion with a very renowned Kenyan music director. His name is Mose. You know Mose Osidiana Moses. Brainworks, the guy behind Brainworks. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I know.
He was telling me he's shot over 500 productions and over 100 video music videos in Kenya. So he was telling me, like, why we don't grow in terms of music videos.
Yes.
So, and this was really insightful.
An eye opener.
So he was giving me this example back in 2012.
Yeah.
The video music industry.
The music video industry.
Music video industry in Tanzania was in shambles. Like, they used to come to Kenya to shoot their videos.
For example,
Diamond Platinum.
Yeah. That was when he was bubbling.
Yeah, when he was bubbling. He was just before he blew up.
Yeah.
So he shot Diamond's video, actually.
Okay.
Shot
for which song?
The one with Avril. I don't remember what it's called.
The one with Avril in the video.
Yes. Avril was the vixen. And at that time, that was high budget.
Yeah.
Having Avril in the vixen as a vixen, that was high budget. Yeah. So he was telling me the reason we don't grow is because, back to our discussion.
Okay.
If the kama artist amesota, if the artist is not being paid,
yes,
like the music artist, there's no way the video producer will be paid.
Yeah.
No way. Unless, I don't know, he's working on his own budget. You get?
Yeah.
So I was saying, the reason Tanzania imetupita and Nigeria and all that, the artist is getting money. He has source of money, whether it's endorsements, whether it's royalties, whether it's the label, and the label is getting money from the music, right?
Yeah.
So in Kenya, the best we can do is, okay, what's your best music video of 2018
so far?
Let me guess, Sauti Sol.
It's 2018. Oh, it's the short and sweet video.
Exactly, shot by a South African director. Right?
Yes.
Exactly.
Which that we had this discussion off air, and we talked about how much that cost them. I mean, but the
quality is there, out there.
So what do you think artists should do? Because, you know, in this day and age where there is like if you have an iPhone, you can shoot a really dope video, as compared to a few years ago when you had to acquire like the services of professionals.
Let's get back to the step by step now. So what should be done is we should pay artists and we
Okay.
should consume the music. You know, Kenya has a culture of not consuming music.
Yeah.
Uh,
From our own. From
yeah,
our own.
yes, from our own. That's a good point. Like we don't, as in, you don't know even who dropped this week, but you know that someone from States dropped
Yeah.
Jana, or he's going to
Even
drop
yeah.
even today. You know, Tiger did a song with G-Eazy and Rich the Kid. You get.
Yeah. I did. Okay.
Yeah. But we don't know ati Nyashinsky dropped last month.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
akona
Yes,
video.
a new song. Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
So we need to consume this
But
at our local artists music, so that they are able to get money and in return shoot better videos.
But now I think the purpose of music videos is also important, because I feel like many artists want to do a video just for the sake of doing a video, just to say I have a video. What do you think is the purpose of a music video?
I think it should sell like the music. It should tell a story. So you can't be talking about how humble you are and you have a Lamborghini or as in it should tell the story.
Okay.
That is true to your music. You
Okay.
get.
Yeah.
So short and sweet. Okay, let me give an example. Like Sura Yako Ni Mzuri Mama. That was a really good video because it told the story of how this dowry is paid in Kenya.
Yeah.
You get. Like how the groom goes to the marital to the wife's home and offers the bride price or whatever they do. You get. So music videos nafa ku sell your story ya hiyo music yenye imetengenezwa.
Yeah.
However, I think kuna kwanga music videos it has templates. Like slap a big house,
Okay.
slap 3 models over there, slap some camera movement, and then maybe a really nice car, and then that's you have it. So those are the templates that they've given us. Like just slap lavishness, and if you don't have that budget, too bad for you.
Yeah.
Your music video won't be popping.
Yeah. But okay, so
let me give an instance.
Yeah.
From the same guy, Brainworks, Mose. So he was saying he shot the number 1 video, and he was telling us that alikuwa amesikia hii ngoma like 1 year before when these guys had no budget, but he really liked the song.
Yeah.
So the story behind it, if you've seen the video, it's like he doesn't want to like sell these guys because these are young people.
Yes.
Doesn't want to sell a tea. We have a huge house, a Lamborghini. He doesn't want to sell that story of romance, very flashy things.
Yeah.
That's why those guys went to a convenience store, stole a booty, and went to the park and drank it. You see?
Yeah.
So, as in he was saying, you can tell a story with the target market in mind. He was trying to get ule mse akona 3 kwa mfuko.
Yeah.
But he still wants to katia that girl na ingie box. You get.
Yeah.
So you go steal a booty, maybe buy a quarter.
Yeah.
You get.
Yeah.
So that's I think that's the purpose of music videos. Yeah.
To tell the story of the music.
Yeah.
But in this day and age where I some of the most popular music TV shows when we were growing up, there was The Beat, Straight Up, and Club One on KBC, and nowadays I think the most popular, at least from what I've seen, is Mseto West Africa, which focuses on East African music, and most artists are turning to YouTube, which is a good thing because there is a lot of freedom with what you can do there. Because, for example, if you just put up a raunchy video like this, that nigga is on your ass and is telling you, no, we can't play that on TV, and all of a sudden you need to bring down, maybe compromise on.
I mean, the playing ground has changed.
Yeah.
We don't need TV anymore.
So you need,
like, the best people who can give this example is Ethic. They didn't need TV to go popping.
Yeah, actually, because
zero. They didn't. They had zero connections
and
in TV.
That blueprint is actually being used by so many people.
Yeah.
From what I have seen, because there's this song I saw. There's this song I saw. It's called I think Katatenje or something of the sort. And it's
It sounds
really,
just funny.
it's really simple. It's really ratchet, let me say, like, for the lack of a better word. It's just ratchet, simple, and that has been a model that people are using, and you can see them gaining traction, for like music videos that don't really have any storytelling, as you were saying.
Yeah.
It's just like,
But there's a hazard to sticking to that
call your
blueprint.
homies,
Because
call your homegirls, and
let me
just-
tell you the
just
problem
shoot.
is sticking to that blueprint. It's number one, you get monotonous.
Okay.
And if you're not able to grow and up your production and you're getting money,
Yeah.
as in people get bored of you
Yeah.
very soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's-
So yes, do those Lambalolo videos.
Yeah.
But the next one, ensure it's better clarity.
But how does
the next one, better storytelling.
how does it become better when the song hasn't hit and you haven't made any money from the song?
I mean, as in try until it hits. Like if it doesn't work out this time, well, as in make it work next time.
Yeah.
That's my message. Yeah.
Okay. So is that all we have on the music?
Music video. Yeah. Now we can jump into the Decimator album.
Which is Decimator by Decimal Records,
Yeah.
or co-owned by Musyoka?
Yeah, it's actually the original owner was Musyoka. He had signed P-Unit, and then now with P-Unit taking a hiatus and all that, one of the members, Bonai, bought into the company.
Okay.
Yeah, and then they started recruiting artists.
So how many artists are under that label?
Currently, it's Brian Adra, Cody, Jack Rooster, and Kuhani. The ones I know.
Okay.
I'm not aware if Kuhani is officially signed. However, she's in the label.
Okay.
And I have a lot of good remarks about Kuhani.
So Decimator is Decimal Records' first compilation. It comes in at 15 tracks, 54 minutes, which, as we were discussing last week about the length of the album,
Yeah.
this album is consumable just under an hour, which is a fun listen. Not like an hour, 30 minutes.
Not like King Kaka's.
Yeah.
They call their style Ikusi. Ikusi vibes.
What's that?
They call their style as a label. Like, okay, I've had the chance to hang out with these guys. So they call their style Ikusi.
Yeah.
They actually released a 3-part, is it 3 or 4-part, of how they came up with the album. Like they went to Diani for a week, and they came up with 80% of the album. Like so, they coined a name for it. It's called the Ikusi vibes. Yeah.
So right into the music.
Whatever Ikusi means.
I think that is, I don't know who else have that name for their music.
Yeah.
I think it's Jege who has
No, that's unique.
or a name close to that. Yeah, something close to that. So searching the music, what do you think about the general production and the
First
general?
of all, production is A1.
Of course.
Because we're dealing with the best of the best in Africa, among the best in Africa in terms of production, mixing and mastering.
Okay.
You get so Izzy and I shot on this one.
Okay, and it's his own label.
Yeah, it's his own label. These are artists when you're try to bring up. So Izzy and I shot on this one.
I really liked the.
So if it's 10 out of 10 on production.
On production.
Yeah. Although he never produced everything here.
Yeah.
There's Rico Beats.
Is Rico Beats signed to Decimal?
Nope.
I thought he was, because even he produced on the King Kaka album, and
he's not signed.
Okay.
That one I can tell you for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they only have Musyoks and Jack Rooster as part of their production.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense. So
off the top, what's your best song? You can have even 3.
Okay, so for me, I think Ay.
Which I think they were just reading off a book from the Wasafi
You
community.
know, when you first told me that it was Wasafi, at first glance I thought so, but when I listened to it, I really found it a unique sound. It's a really unique sound for Nadra, which is like
What?
Yeah. If I don't think it sounds as I see what you're saying, that it sounds like it's from Wasafi, but I
So you're saying there are no elements borrowed?
There are.
Exactly.
That's not what I'm saying.
That's my point.
Okay, so there are elements borrowed.
Ay. That's your favorite.
Ay. Of course, the lead single, Drinks na Mayengs.
Yeah.
And then there is
Certified club banger. Like, so many. I've gone to so many clubs and I've had that song being played.
I think On It too is like another.
On It.
Yeah, another favorite.
Okay.
But I think my favorite is Ay.
Okay.
And what's the rap one called? Kilasa. Yeah.
Okay.
That's also.
So my favorite is personally my personal pick is Kilasa by Nanoma, which is a group that entails Msiox, Master Ajab, aka Master Ajab.
Master Ajab.
So this guy used to be a rapper and then akaja kurap, akaingia production.
Yeah.
Na hapo ndio kabaki.
As most stories go.
Yeah. And I don't know, is it Shake? Like the whole team, like I think there were 4.
Oh, do you think there are songs that shouldn't have been on the album?
Chill, we'll get to there. We'll get to there. Don't jump before the gun.
Okay.
And then there's this Honey. There's this new Honey in the label.
Okay.
She's called Kuhani. She's also in that track.
Yeah.
So this track is so lyrically powerful.
Yes.
And then now my second best song is Ay.
Okay.
By Nadra, and also
which I believe will be the next single from the album.
I mean, they were already. The next single. Yeah.
It will be the next single.
It will be the next single.
Okay, yeah.
It's very single worthy.
Yeah. When that goes off in a club, that will be that's the one. That's the one.
And I'm waiting for like people to be acting brand new, like they never had Nadra from way before.
Yeah. So okay.
And then Drinks na Mayengs. Yeah, that one stands out.
Yeah. What else? Okay, so the songs that do you think some songs that compromised on quality?
Personally, Ready For You.
Ready For You
should have not been there. Ready For You by Concordi should not have been on the album.
I think
like 6ix9ine Boy.
No, that's a good song.
It's a good song, but should it be there? That's the question. Should it be there? Like, wangetupea album ya 12 songs.
Okay.
Period.
Be those 2 Brian Adra reggae songs. I can do without them.
You can do without them?
Yeah.
That's a really bold statement to say. I think I like Cool Vibes, but Manself, Cool Vibes is
Cool Vibes is because one where he really goes into the patois, and I don't like. That's the one that I don't like. I don't know which between them.
I think the message is what sells that song. The message, if you listen to the message, is like it's all about good vibes.
Yeah.
And also, positivity.
For safety, they should take down Get Down. Because
of Marvin Gaye sample.
Yeah, it's not a sample per se. It's actually an interpolation. But the fact that it's Marvin Gaye,
is he still alive?
No, he's not. He died in the 70s. I mean, in the 80s.
By now, his sample. How long does the sample last?
70 years.
70 years.
Yeah. After
I'm sure they don't come for your head.
Throughout the lifetime and 70 years
after.
Yeah, okay. 70 years after. But the thing is, Marvin Gaye's estate is very ruthless. They sued Robin Thicke and Pharrell Williams for Bloodlines. They sued Ed Sheeran for this slow song.
They sue very many people.
They just wait and hear 2 notes that are alike. So that's why even on Miguel's last album called War and Leisure, he had to credit Marvin Gaye for, because he just said there's a song called Pineapples, and I think Pineapples. It just starts and it sounds like sexual healing. Give him the credit. You don't want any smoke with that estate, because they sue and they get the money that they want.
Another I mean Bad Boy. Have you heard Bad Boy? The one with Avril. Like, I really like that song. I don't know why it's not like popular. and it was already released as a single.
It
You know
was
that? There's a video even.
I didn't see it.
There's also a video.
Okay.
So I don't know. It's not like Avril really gave us this sultry vibe.
And then again, they should put Bolingo back in the vault. Leave that, because I think you can hear a clear effort to make it sound like Mobimba.
I think Mobimba.
Yeah. Which was one of those songs that was really a refreshing sound.
I was looking at the 3-part video.
Mm-hmm.
They were saying this was a continuation of Mobimba.
Okay.
That's why the whole unit is there.
Uh-huh.
And then Musyoki is also on the production.
Yeah.
So it was just nearly shows to Amekosa.
It sounds like, the thing is, it sounds like
it's a continuation. I don't know what part you don't get about that, bro. It's a continuation of.
They could have done it in a more unique way, in a more unique manner. Not make like you can hear and hear this. They're trying to make another Mobimba from this. That's what I think is wrong with
So you're saying it should be put back into the vault.
Put it back in the vault.
Was saved for Decimator 2 or something for later.
Or the P-Unit comeback album. We can.
These guys have. By the way,
what happened to P-Unit? Will they ever come back?
They are back. They had 3 bangers last year.
Will they? Okay. And
what are you trying to say?
The tutelage of Musyoks. That's how I know P-Unit.
Too bad then, because they're not limited to working with different producers.
But
they had Miai. They had
that song they have a song with Magic Senga from like 2 or 3
so
years
what are you
ago.
trying to say?
And that one, which other one?
And also this year they dropped something January.
No, this one for this year, the one I'm saying it's featuring Magic Senga. The one for last year was produced by Magic Senga.
Yeah. So you see, those are bangers. So I don't know what you're trying to say, because P-Unit are still solid.
But I think they should.
It's just that they ventured into different. Bonai is with Decimator. I mean Decimal, and then Gabu I think also has like his own label. And then Frasha is trying to get into politics. Just that.
Is that let me say myth or legend about Frasha being a psychiatrist? That's why he had to wear his hat.
Yeah, he's a doctor.
That's true.
Yes.
See kids stay in school.
I mean, if you see Frasha without the hat, you wouldn't think he's Frasha. Without the hat, Frasha, you wouldn't even notice. He can just be passing here.
Yeah.
You wouldn't notice him.
But do you think there is a cohesive sound on the album?
No, because there are very many artists.
I mean, in terms of production, like, can you hear a sound?
No.
I think I
that's why it's a compilation.
Yeah, but I think you can.
Because there are how many different artists. There's Brian Adra, very versatile. That's why he's doing reggae, and then he's doing R&B.
Yeah.
And then he's trying to rap
and he's
on
the house
Drinks na Mayangs.
Yeah.
So you can't say there's a sound that you're trying to go for.
No. I mean, not in terms of how the songs are made, but in terms of the production, because I feel like you can hear those Musyoks elements are there. Like you can hear.
I feel like you're going for a certain answer.
I'm just saying for me,
because I already answered the question.
No, I'm just saying I feel like there was a cohesive sound with Musyoks producing it, because you can hear, like, for that on it, you can hear that synth. That synth that is so particular and so notable with Musyoks. You can even hear it on
Musyoks. There's a fan over here, so
on the Get Down, and there's that for Ready For You, which I think Ready For You should be on the album.
I don't think Ready For You will be on the album.
No,
because when I was even writing my notes on individual songs, I had nothing to say about Ready For You. Although Concodi really, like, on it,
he showed. I mean,
on it he was really outstanding.
I think he showed his versatility. He flexed his muscles a bit.
That's the thing with the label. I think it's growing its artists to do different styles.
Yeah, not to be boxed into one category.
Yeah, so I think he's yet to. Concodi is yet to master that sound. He was trying. He was trying. So he's not yet there. But when he's there, it will be something worth a listen. But currently, not yet.
For the rising star, like say Nadra, who has shown,
which I strongly believe he's like the flagship artist of Decimal.
Does he have an album in the works?
I don't know. We'll get to see that. Oh, by the way, we have a special with Brian Nadra.
Okay.
is gonna be the first interview. Not interview, like interview.
Yeah.
On our podcast.
Yeah. So
watch out for that. So we'll know.
We will know about.
We'll know. That. Yeah, we'll know.
So overall,
I overall, album ni poa. It's worth a listen. I've listened to it like at least 5 times to completion. Na nasema as in, it's just that Kenyans, we don't have a culture of consuming albums.
Okay, that's
you see, like I'm sure like there are people who they just know Drinks na Mayanks here and
club song.
Yeah, and Bad Boy. They only know those 2 songs, but yet there are so many gems in the album.
What did you think about Jack Rooster on the production? We skipped over that because
Funky for me.
Yeah,
I think that guy. I think it gave me EDM, not EDM like deep EDM, like South African EDM vibes. You get, and then now to add on the fact like Nadra is on it, like with the mellow sounds. That's really a really chill song. Like
I understand. So rating, what would you give it?
Rating production 10 out of 10. Versatility, I'll give them a 9. Nilikuwa nataka Kuhani a feature more.
Okay.
Kuhani, like she can sing, she can rap. I'll give them 9 out of 10
for that.
Yeah, for that.
I think I'll go back.
Let me finish, bro.
Okay, sorry.
for putting tracks that should not be there, that one is a 7.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
That's a 7. And also overall, in terms of like their rollout, they really had a really big release party at Kiza, which I had the privilege of attending.
Okay.
I don't know why it never came through.
I was in the studio that day.
You had your reasons.
Yeah.
So in terms of rollout, they don't go, considering it's an album that, I mean, it's a record label that's almost 20 years, 20 plus years. They never go short on that. And also Drinks na Mayanks imereceived videdly sana. Speaking up,
you
numbers.
You remember when we were at that place last week and when the song dropped?
Yeah, when you were at the club. Yeah. So
you could see.
I was like, even the first time I listened to the album, I was like, okay, this is a single.
Yeah.
Even before they shot the video, I was like, this is a single. I'm 100% this is a single. As part of
their rollout, they did an exclusive release.
I'm getting to that. Boomplay. I understand it's a record label and they need to make money out of the music, but exclusivity, I repeat this, exclusivity is not good for the artist.
For the fans.
For the artist and the fans, because the artist won't grow.
Yeah.
In terms of, I mean, like if you have fans, like who really support you, and yet they can't access all these fancy streaming services, Apple, Spotify, you get Boomplay. Itoe kwa, like even akina Meek Mill, they release it on YouTube. Like on the first day go YouTube. Even Future, you get. So distribute this music readily available, like it can drop to EV.
Because I think that was one of the drawbacks for me when I was listening. When that's why it took me so long to listen.
It took like 1 month for it to get on all the other sites.
Yeah, it took me so long to listen to it because it wasn't on the services I use. This is not a knock to any.
I'm sure
Boomplay services that they upload their work to, but I'm just saying if you don't use that, I don't think there's an incentive for me to download and pay for it and listen to an album.
Okay.
Let me just wait for it to be released.
But I mean, I'm sure they got the check from Boomplay.
Of course, as I've said, especially in Kenya, this is only in Kenya. If you're getting the bag, go get the bag.
But just know it's detrimental to the fans and also the growth of the artist.
Because it is. We've spoken about exclusivity here. So for me, I think in terms of production, I'll give it. I also think it deserves a 10 because even Musiox has mixed for. He mixes all these TV
Coke
shows.
Studio,
every TV shows you see.
If we're naming them, list ingekuwa big sana.
Just look at the credits. If you see Eric Musioka, that's Musiox, an acclaimed audio engineer and audio, let me say, doctor in Kenya. I think for the rollout in terms of them having a good single that they released and that is doing well, that they've actually done quite a tour. I mean, not tour, but a media run that has helped that single grow, and now it's being appreciated in the clubs and all that. So I think for the rollout and in terms of the music itself, just in general, I'll give that album an 8. But I think it's an 8 because I don't think some of these songs need to be there, and I don't think some of these songs, I mean, they don't need to be there because sometimes you don't really need, when artists experiment and that experiment does not work, you will get it from the fans.
Yeah.
You know? And when you do an experiment and it works, we'll big you up. But if it doesn't work, if it comes short of, because sometimes you can tell that what the artist wanted is not what you can hear. You can
exactly.
Tell, you see, so
especially Ready for You. That's what I think.
You can hear what the artist wants, and you can hear this is not what came out of how the artist was.
This was not the end goal.
Yeah, this was not the end goal. So for that, I think I'd give there's some categories they deserve a 10, but overall I think it's an 8 out of 10. And I think I understand that it's a label album, but I think they should have added maybe a few more artists from.
You should have added Kuhani more.
Featured a few more artists. Even a few features would have helped it go along.
Yeah.
But with label business and label politics, all that cannot happen.
Yeah.
So so good job. They
had so many features. Did you know Yvonne Dark was there?
Yeah, on the
Naiboy.
Yeah.
Frasha.
Naiboy was surprising.
Gabu.
But I think they
had so many features. I don't know why you need more.
No, I think for me it's from a commercial perspective and from a purely sales perspective. Of course, you cannot deny that some artists are big, and so having them on your album will help it grow, and having them be part of your album. For example, if the Ayayay song, for example, had like an Otile Brown or a singer of let me say that caliber, it will have been a bit more.
But this is their first album.
This is their first album.
Give them some space to grow.
Yeah.
In terms of, I was really impressed by. Personally, I think Kuhani really, just by being given one track to do, I'll stand out VZ.
15 seconds of fame.
Yeah, she utilized them
very well.
And then I think the most outstanding guy in the album is Nadra.
Yeah,
you have to give it to him.
Yeah,
that guy is in at least 6 songs.
Yeah, and I think I like that he showed the versatility. Only that as I was saying, some of the songs you can tell that I don't think he was really going for that.
Yeah,
the reggae song.
Or maybe Musiox has this thing of cultivating an artist to grow into something. Like he's the one who sees that vision.
Okay.
So he's trying to build this guy's skills.
Oh yeah.
You get the way like you're used to this guy doing this and then he does it something different and then you're like wow.
But I think
like Nyashinsky, amkuwa mnaexpect aimbe.
I think that was quite
amkuwa mnaexpect aimbe.
Yeah.
When he dropped
Now You Know.
And then
followed it up by Malaika.
Yeah. So you're like, oh shit, this guy is a rapper and also can sing. So I think that's where he was going with Nadra and trying to tweak his reggae skills and all that.
Yeah.
Because he performed alongside Chronics. Nadra opened for Chronics.
Okay, that's really
with
cool.
One of his reggae songs on there. I think it's Manself. Yeah.
That's I think that's the one that I like. I don't like Cool Vibes.
I like Cool Vibes.
I just but anyway.
So overall I give it an 8.5.
Okay.
Hiyo 5.5 ndio to 9 nimetoa juu Kuhani hajapewa at least 2 tracks.
Okay.
And I don't know if she signed yet or maybe that's the reason.
Yeah.
She's not completely into the label.
Yeah.
But I think ameshaji prove. So Musiox,
shout out to Musiox, man. Every time I see Musiox, I am usually starstruck. I think 2 weeks ago when I saw him, I was just like, oh, damn, that's Musiox. I think because of all the songs that I know he's given us, and he's been there since we were kids. He's produced for all the Kenyan legends. He's been around.
He's a living legend.
Yeah. So every time I see him, I'm usually starstruck, and I usually don't know what to say to him. I'm just like, how are you?
So we're gonna list we're gonna put a link on where you can find the album.
Okay.
I gave it a 8.5.
8.
I think that's the biggest, that's the highest. And this is so unbiased. I know because people think
this is a political connect.
Yeah. This is not even sponsored.
Yeah, I know it's not. We just
we wish it was.
Yeah, we wish it was. We really enjoyed. I really enjoyed the album. Let me speak for me. And I think everybody should listen to it and tell us what you think about the album.
Yeah.
Now, onto something very interesting. Of course, you know, being in this job, you have to scroll through the internet and the streets of the internet. So I'm on Twitter and I see somebody saying, let me find that tweet. Oh, so Shiru Murioki.
Yeah.
Who is a crush of mine. I really like her.
What does she do?
She was working at is it Easy FM? I don't know what it is now. She was a radio presenter there, but then she was one of the reasons why I was watching the trend. Her and Larry Mado, and then she went away, and we know how that story goes.
So she's unemployed. That's what you're saying. Come join our podcast.
Let me not speak to her employment status. I don't know, but I from what I see, I think she's doing pretty well for herself. So I mean, she's the one who tweeted. Well, let me read the tweet. According to this video, the Kenya national anthem has been copyrighted by a company called The Wolf Music. So as a Kenyan content creator, if you use your own anthem on YouTube, you get a copyright strike. The YouTube channel is called let me see. The YouTube channel that brought this to our attention is called Tunacheki, which okay. So they in the previous week before this video that they uploaded, they had done top 10 national anthems in Africa. We link the video below, all the videos below, so that you can go watch. And the number one anthem was the Kenya national anthem, which I think has been universally, let me not say universally, but a majority of people from around the world have agreed that the Kenya national anthem is really dope. So it was on there, but when they uploaded the video, it got a copyright strike. And when you get a copyright strike on YouTube, it means that the people who own the copyright to whatever content is on that video are getting money for your video being viewed, you know. So this video gets a copyright strike, and so they go do the investigation, and apparently this company called The Wolf Music is the one that owns the copyright. Or okay, let me put it this way. So in music, there is the master and the mechanical rights and the master. The mechanical rights are, for example, the lyrics, the composition, the arrangement. Those are the things that are and fall under publishing, and so that can be reproduced. That's why you can do covers. That's why you can do you can sample the lyrics and interpolate the lyrics. That's covered under the mechanical rights. The master itself is the song itself. So the actual recording, which is owned by, in most cases, the record label. So for the national anthem, in the constitution, it falls under national symbols, and the legal terms are really vague, because it doesn't say who really owns the copyright to the national anthem. But now The Wolf Music made a recording of the national anthem, and so because it's their recording of the national anthem, they copyrighted the works, and it brought a very interesting conversation to the forefront of who owns the copyright to the national anthem. This actually began in December. I didn't know this, but this began in December when Safaricom, Skiza, actually started. They commercialized the national anthem. They put the national anthem up as a Skiza tune, and so that's when the debate started on who owns this and that. But it's just,
ask me why I'm not surprised by all this. Because first of all, you do know that the Masai print is owned by a French company.
Really?
Yes. Did you know Hakuna Matata is owned by Disney?
The slogan.
Yes, the slogan, which originated in Kenya.
That's Swahili.
Hakuna Matata, the term. See, it was coined by Kenyans.
Yeah.
It's Swahili, yes, but coined by Kenya.
Yeah.
So I'm not surprised, because this is just modern day colonialism in the works. I'm actually surprised that we are realizing right now.
Okay.
And with all this, I mean, we can't sue them, because hao ndio walikimbilia hiyo copyright ya kwanza.
Yeah.
We can't sue them. So the only thing we can do is just complain.
Yeah.
I think we should now be woke in terms of owning our culture,
things, yeah.
our culture.
Because I think it's just strange how
It's strange, definitely strange, but
more so how there is legal standing of all these things.
With yes, you're informed. You have the privilege to be informed about the masters and copyrights and all that. But how many people in the government do you think are that informed? Mm-hmm. How many people?
Yeah.
And even if they are, they don't give. They pay no mind to the owning the masters of our. Them they just with our government.
Uh-huh.
Their priorities are misconstrued. Mm-hmm. So I think your company, is it Kenyan? First of all,
it's from Britain.
It's now you see colonialism in modern day.
No, but I think the technicality of the thing is what makes it very interesting.
They were very cheeky with it.
Yeah. They copyrighted their recording to the thing.
Okay, I think we should wrap it up.
So
I
think we should start playing music again.
Yeah, we should from maybe next episode.
But what song do you have this week?
I have none because you just caught me off guard.
Okay, let me see. I also don't think I have any. If I try to find it, So thank you guys for listening to the podcast. This drops on Valentine's Day, so happy Valentine's. If you're listening to us on Thursday, if you're listening to us on Friday when the video drops, I hope you had a wonderful Valentine's Day, and we'll talk about how I think these holidays are just to boost consumerism, which is a discussion for another day.
Consumerism,
which is a discussion for another day. But
Valentine's Day.
Yeah. So see you guys next week. By then, this weekend.
This weekend is now. Speaking of Decimator album, they have a gig at Sarit Center. Mm-hmm. There's Ongea Summit on Saturday,
which is a really informative event forum for musicians and people.
Yeah, I remember we were there last year,
and we got a lot of insight about all the things that pertain to the industry and the workings of the industry. So if you work in the industry, you should come check it out. It's on Saturday the 16th.
Yeah.
Will we be going for
the
jazz
hopefully
thingy, for the jazz thingy?
Jazz festival. We're not plugging Safaricom.
I'm just asking you.
Hopefully
we might meet our listeners there. If you see us, just say hi.
You see us.
Just say hi. We'll be around. We'll see you guys next week. Enjoy your week. Enjoy your Valentine's and all that. See you guys.